What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About It, presented to you by IDK Sports Podcast. And this week, I promise you this green wasn't on purpose. This week, we talking about the Super Bowl and the Super Bowl recap of the Philadelphia Eagles winning the Super Bowl against the Chiefs. I don't even remember the score. It was a lot to a little, something like that.
Hurry up. I'm ready to talk.
First things first, you know what I'm saying? Every Thursday live right here on your YouTube channel, 9:30, 9:35-ish when we get here. My name is Ant. This is my man Kenny.
Yes, sir.
And, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go, man. Those your squad. Y'all won the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Mute up. Mute up. Mute up. Because it's time, Philly. It's time. We here. They said we couldn't. What they say? I go on and on. I go on and on. It's time. On and on.
Hey, bro, you got a point, or you want to sit here and play blow the whistle? I stop. This hate. I'll stop.
They're gonna turn our live. They're gonna take our live down.
Copyright the live.
They're gonna take our live down.
Copyright the live.
Y'all get it? Hey, 2 Super Bowl champions. 2 of them things, 2 rings. Yeah. Not the one, not the little one.
Not the little one.
You know what I'm saying? Respect the great, respect the greatness, respect the road, respect the time it took to get here. You know what I'm saying? Respect the roster. Not too much on Jalen. Not too much on AJ. Not too much on Saquon. We ain't even getting to the defense. Didn't pass the 50-yard line? We can talk about it today. How you went 34 zip to the third quarter? We can talk about it today. We can talk about 6 sacks.
All right.
You want to talk about them?
All right, let's get some other stuff out the way first, yo. First off, Tom Brady is the slightest hater, the biggest hater I've ever seen in my life. Broadcast a Super Bowl game. Tom was like, every time Patrick got, hey, he's great. Hey, you can't ever count the great ones. The great ones will come back. I'm like, hey, that's hate. That's hate. Tom Brady was hating on Patrick Mahomes the whole game. That joke was too funny to me.
I mean, I know what I would do if I was down 27 zip. I can't speak for everybody, though.
That Tom Brady was hating, bro. I was like, yeah, never count him out. If he's great, he should make it back. This could be a comeback. It's 34-0, bro. Come on, man. Come on, Tom. What are we doing?
Game's out of hand, Tom. He's not ready to be great. He's not ready. He's not ready yet.
That was crazy. I was gonna say that part because he was hating the whole game. Go ahead. You want me to get my keys to the game? Or you want to start?
No, brother, because I'm gonna go on and on. Can't understand how it lasts so long. I'm gonna go crazy.
Well, okay. Look, my keys really to the game is the same that it was before the game. Like I think the Chiefs defense had a game plan to stop Jalen and to stop Saquon, and they effectively did that. I mean, Saquon still got some good runs in there, but for the most part, it wasn't like they stopped the big play from Saquon. They forced Jalen to throw, and Jalen got comfortable and threw. Ran for 70 yards through. What's the exact stats? I don't want to be.
Get them right. Get them together.
All right, bro. All right. The exact stats is. Dang, NFL don't even pop up no more. I gotta search it.
I got you if you need me to jump in because I got it.
What was this? I got it. Don't worry about it.
Threw for 221, ran for 72.
Yeah, 17 for 22, 1 pick, 2 touchdowns, 221. 11 carries for 72. Can't beat that, man. I mean, Jalen did what he was supposed to do, got comfortable, did exactly what he was supposed to do. We'll get deeper into the take a little bit later. I got some deeper takes. But two things that we said, I said Jalen was going to have to make plays, and what you said was that the front four had to be dominant. And damn if they wasn't. I mean, Sweat, I can't know all their names, Nolan Davis, Jalen Carter, even Jordan Davis got in there and got a sack. Pause. But what's it called? Malachi Williams, that's his name?
Milton Williams. I got you. Milton Williams.
Milton Williams, shook sack fumble and a recovery, 2 sacks on the game. Did not have to blitz one time. Patrick Mahomes looking crazy. But then the other thing I don't think people saw also on the back end, y'all was bump and run coverage even when y'all was in zone. Y'all bump and run the whole game. So that slowed it up, and that gave just enough time. That gave more than enough time for that front four to get active. And that's what they did. I mean, they took over the ball game. They changed every aspect of the game. Because I think the Chiefs defense was trying to hold on, but 3 and outs killed you, man. You on the field the whole game.
Every time.
That's what y'all did to them. It killed them. The 3 and outs killed them. They never got a chance to catch their breath. So then you don't have a chance to catch your breath. Here come the deep shot. I think y'all receivers played the hell of a game too. I think AJ did his thing. Devontae made the play that he was supposed to make. Y'all, it was an overall. I think the D-line performance set up everything else. I think that Chiefs defense, y'all was able to spread, get the point spread up. They were tired. They were on the field the whole game. Like it felt like Kansas City was on the field for a little bit of time, and y'all was on the field for the whole game. It was just a methodical beatdown, belt the ass. What else can you say? I mean, that front four, they should all got the MVP in my books, but it is what it is.
Hey, I'm not even gonna play around with it. I'm gonna just go straight to defense. That was, and we're gonna get into it a little bit more, but that was one of the most impressive defensive line performances I've seen in recent history. Now, I'm a home, as you can tell by the regalia, I have a bias, but I can think of that Broncos defense for that Super Bowl run with Peyton. I can think of that Seahawks performance. I could think of the Ravens. I could think of the Giants. I can think that was damn near a shutout, pitching a shutout for like 3/4 of that game in the Super Bowl, like on the biggest stage.
Yeah.
Where, as Ant said, we didn't have to send the blitz.
No.
We didn't have to send the blitz. That, and to get that much and to affect the game that much without sending 5, without sending 6, just 4-man game for the entirety of that, for the entirety of that game. Yeah. Nah, man, you gotta tip your hat to that. You gotta tip your hat to that. Because we're talking about pass run win percentage. We're talking about closing speed to the quarterback to where it limits the time where he gets to throw off. We can get into where I think the Kansas City Chiefs failed on offense, where I think their offensive coordinator just failed them completely, especially going into the second half, where I thought some adjustments should be made. There was definitely some moments where they dropped some passes, like Kelsey dropped a few passes where it could have extended the drive. But nevertheless, none of this happens without Patrick seeing ghosts. Without Patrick, his clock is now sped up because, hey, I only have maybe a little bit over 2 seconds to get this pass out.
Yeah.
But that's it on a time ticker. Yes, you have a little bit over 2 seconds, but in his mind, just mentally, that happens at the speed of light. He's already sped up, can't plant his feet, receivers can't really get deep into their routes. That's how much of an impact the defensive line had in that game.
Yeah. So
whether it's just hits on the quarterback, whether it's just hands in his face, whether it's just getting the full triple crown, getting to the quarterback, sack, strip sack, getting the full, the full tail. That is the most dominant I've ever seen the Eagles defensive line. I can stand on record saying that. The most impressive performance ever, I can hear arguments about, but at least in Eagles history, that is the most dominant I've ever seen an Eagles defensive line perform. And for my old heads listening, I was born in '91. So don't hold me to anything.
I think like as far as my lifetime, I think this like I can still hear the argument for the Giants performance, D-line performance against Tom Brady in that Super Bowl. But this one was just from start to finish. I mean, I think he ended the first half on like 30 yards passing. I just think like they confused them on the back end with the coverages y'all was doing because obviously he didn't know where to go with the ball. He didn't know where his hot was. And that's what we're going to get into some of the other stuff. I think it was a lot of failures on the Chiefs side. They didn't help Patrick Mahomes a lot. Game. I don't know. He had no hot route, so he couldn't see. After a while, he didn't see him. It could be on Patrick too. It wasn't like any quick game. I didn't see a lot of quick games. I didn't see a lot of even trying to run the football. They gave up. How many times they rushed the ball? Like 10 times, I want to say.
Yeah, I got you. Hold on.
It wasn't much. And then sometimes you run the ball not just to like get yards, but you run the ball to make sweating them think that you're gonna run the ball so they can't pass rush automatically. I didn't see them put a lot of tight end. Even though Kelsey ain't a blocker, they kind of just tried to block straight up instead of just maybe having a running back there. They did a lot of empty coverages in the second half, which I thought was crazy. Why would you come out empty if you can't block? If you couldn't block in the first half, that didn't make no sense to me. I think I remember like when my dad brought up on the last live we had, he said like if the Chiefs scored and y'all couldn't run the ball, Kellen Moore getting outside of himself. I think Andy Reid got outside himself. I think he panicked. I think they panicked early. When they still was only down, it was 24-6, got the ball going, but like it was like one of them last drives right for the first half. If you do your thing, they had about like 6 minutes left, something like that. It wasn't like you was all the way out of it. It was a big deficit, but you wasn't all the way out of it. That's what I got to expect Andy Reid to say. Let's get a drive, and right here, let's score a touchdown, 26-12, 24-12. It probably 24-12, 24-13, 1.5. Now it's a little more game pressure on Philly. You know what I'm saying? Now we get the ball started the second half because we deferred, but they kind of rushed it. They just dropped back again. Empty coverage, long developing routes, nothing quick. Like it really felt like to me that Andy Reid got outside of himself, which in turn caused a domino effect. Because I know it's not going to be, it was a bad take, and I know they scored a lot of points, but I don't think that Chief defense played bad enough they kept you close enough in the game where you could come back. They got tired. They was on the field the whole game. Like you said, they didn't cross the 50 to win. You know what I'm saying? How many first downs did Patrick Mahomes and them get? The defense can't hold people forever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then and that's when they got susceptible to the big play. Big plays started coming, they still were stopping the run, but the big plays started coming. AJ Brown, he's a great corner, all-pro corner. I don't think you can. I know it's like pick your poison. I would have single coverage man up on Devontae and took my chance of being physical with him than trying to be physical with AJ Brown, like one-on-one with AJ Brown. I thought that was a recipe for disaster. You're talking about a physical receiver that can catch the ball whether he's covered or not. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong, Devontae has lightning speed, but maybe you can bump and run him a little bit hard. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
Yeah, now I was going to jump in. Well, I was going to piggyback off your point later, but just to jump in here, that's a tough ass to do when you're also trying to shut down Saquon. So if you're stacking the box, you know what I'm saying? Like you already got 7, 8 people here, or at the very least, 6, you know what I'm saying, that you're already dedicating to the run.
Yeah.
You know, if you already have that as your number one priority, you're leaving all those receivers on, you know, on an island pretty much, to where those back shoulder fades to AJ, those slants, those crossers that end up we got to score a touchdown off of, to where those happen because you just trusting your corners, your secondary in one-on-one situations.
Yeah.
Now, they did have a hell of, to your point, the Chiefs defense did a hell of a job of shutting down Saquon. You know, leading up in this entire playoff run, we haven't seen the likes of it yet. You said, you know, I think before the game or before our episode before the game was, hey, your number one priority is stop Saquon. You know, like they've been hearing it all week. Like, hey, we got to stop Saquon. But hey, also make Jalen throw. Well, you know, pick your poison. You know what I mean? Let's go like, hey, did we expect the Chiefs defense can also say, did we expect Jalen to have that much of a game? Well, you should have because he ain't played like no scrub the last time y'all saw him in the Super Bowl. But
they
also,
expect they guy to not put up nothing either.
Yeah,
that makes a big difference.
And that was going to be my second point. So also, I don't want to give the Chiefs defense too much hell because there's the field position game too. So take, you know, there's a pick six, which, you know, automatic 7, and then
another
Patrick threw an interception that was right there, I think within the 10 or within the 20, right near the goal line. So it's like already, and you're doing 3 and outs, as you mentioned at the top of our pod. Those 3 and outs, you already start with pretty decent field position. I don't care who the hell you got back there punting. You know, we're not starting at like the 10, the 15, the 20. We're starting at plus 30, plus 40 yard line field position. You know, so add that into the fact that the Eagles did start to put drives together, and we can run the ball, and we can, and you know, Jalen saved us on some third down plays by running the ball, you know, or scrambling and keeping the chains moving. It's backbreaking, bro. There's not too much you can ask out of a defense to where like a broken play and Jalen ends up, you know, picking up another first down. It's like, God damn. We've been like Ann said, we've been out here forever.
And then like on top of the 3 and outs, like them 2 picks killed. That pick 6. Then the other pick was like within like the 20-yard line, and I don't know who the hell he was looking at. He just threw the ball to the linebacker. Actually, the guy knocked him off track, so it made it a harder interception. Like, but I don't know who Patrick Mahomes was looking at. But like that's again, like the Eagles defense did their job, got them in and out of there. 3 and outs. Like you said, punting, field position game. Then you add in the picks. You know what I'm saying? That's how that first half got out of hand. You know what I'm saying? 2 picks, 2 touchdowns off of turnovers. That's 14 points. Out of 24 that y'all got in the first, was it 24 nothing first half? Or 24 6? So you know, 2 of that. If you take them 2 away, the defense only gave up 24. That's what, 10? I mean, I'm fucking up. That's not 10. That's something else. Don't quote my math. That's 10.
Yeah, that all happened in the first half. You right?
That's 10. So like now you're going first half 10 nothing. Totally different ball game.
That's a game that you're still in.
So that's why I was saying, like, when everybody was dogging the Chiefs defense, they didn't expect their man to pay that back because he looked out of sorts. He was shook. He saw ghosts. And shout out to Sweat, and they made him see ghosts. And when they hit him, It wasn't just like no pity pat. They were tearing his ass up because his wife was like, "Oh, the ref's not doing nothing about him getting hit like that. Ain't not supposed to. It's all legal. Like that strip sack." When Jalen knocked the shit out of him, and he like had his arm back like that. I said, hey, them boys coming with bad intentions, and I loved it.
Yeah, and to go back to earlier point that you had about like the Chiefs on offense not sticking to the run. I don't believe Andy Reid was ever like a big proponent. Like I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they can correct me in the comments, or you know, we can probably recall later to where Andy Reid was like this big proponent of like a run game ever, like historically with any team.
A lot of them runs with the Chiefs though, Pancaro and Kareem, like a lot of them runs that he won the Super Bowls, them running backs ran. He ran the running back at the end of the year.
Okay. Like, well, that wasn't the recipe. But to my point of why he went away from it this game is those quick, like you said, those quick points where that 10-0 went to 24 zip real quick. It's like, hey, we got to stop the bleeding. And to some people had the train of thinking was like, hey, let's just get a drive going first. Whereas when you look up and you see the scoreboard, it's 24 zip. You're probably thinking like, hey, I need to do something to get us back in the game. I have the best quarterback in the NFL. Let's see what I'm sure he can pull a miracle off for us so at least we can get on the damn scoreboard. You're looking at a big donut going into the third quarter of the Super Bowl. I need to do something. You know what I mean? That could just be the frame of mind that he's into where, hey, I got to do something to stop this bleeding.
But at the same time, this is what I'm saying. I'm not like giving the Chiefs like the Eagles did their thing. I mean, the Eagles did their thing. And I'm not saying nobody's nervous, but that last drive before they went in the half when they had the ball, if they put a drive together and put a touchdown together, knowing they're getting the ball back, that puts some doubt. Like that doubt start creeping a little bit. Like, oh man, Patrick Mahomes about to be Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They never felt that. They just said, "Oh, we got him. We in his head. He's done." Like when y'all came out at the end of that first half. I think that's when the bomb Devontae happened not too far after that in the third quarter, right?
Yes, sir.
Like that defense was never feared the Patrick Mahomes comeback. They never like shot the Vic Fangio, never went to shell coverage, never went to prevent coverage, kept doing the same thing. Rush forward, play man, play a zone, bump and run, slow them up. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. All I saw was worried about Worthy. And like, because he was the only joker that can get open. D-Hop really couldn't get open like that. The speed on the field was evident that y'all defense was faster than their offense. Kelsey couldn't find no space. D-Hop was on lockdown the whole game. Worthy was the only one, if he had time on some of them crossing routes, that he caught some of them that could get open.
Yeah.
And that's the problem for the Chiefs moving forward. And we'll talk about that on other podcasts, on other later episodes. But y'all defense never feared that offense at all. And then, like I said, not running the ball, even if you don't get yards. Like, for example, if y'all gave up the run game, now Jones, Alden can just pin their ears back and rush. I don't have to like stay in my run fits for a little while longer. Or, oh man, it might be a run play. Or a defensive tackle, like, oh, I can't really put my best move on them because I gotta protect the run too. They really weren't gonna run. They got in Andy Reid head too. He got nervous. He panicked. And I was surprised by that. By somebody that's a Super Bowl champion, done this for a long time. He panicked, which in turn made Patrick Mahomes panic, all because of what the defensive line did. Like, yes, you threw the picks. Your guy not having the game. But you done seen your guy come back before them. You should have calmed him down, got some screen. I ain't seen not one screen. I ain't see like no one swing pass. I didn't see no quick game. Everything's like it was long developing, knowing that these guys is on your quarterback. I don't understand that looked real rookie-like from Andy Reid to me.
Yeah. Well, the recipe to that is exactly what you're saying. You got to run defenses out of that type of play style. You know, when the Eagles played that game, majority of it too high safety. That's an arrogant, and from a football perspective, that's an arrogant ass way to play defense. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm gonna play too high with nickel, too high and dime, or we just gonna go straight zone. We're gonna bump and run like you said, and we're just gonna drift back into our zone to make you pick windows of where you can throw the ball at. That's arrogant. We're not gonna send a blitz at you, bro. Anybody, well, not say anybody else, but that is an invitation to say, hey, I'm going to get my bruiser running back in Pacheco or Kareem Hunt. I'm going to run you out of that type of defense. Get that damn defensive back off the field and bring a linebacker in here. Or sub him out and go 5 wide. Because you telling me that my four-man team up here is stopping everything from pass to the run. That's an arrogant way to play defense. And the Chiefs allowed it by not running the ball at them.
Yep.
That's arrogant, bro. And also, to your point, even if Andy Reid isn't a big proponent of the run game during that Super Bowl, even if he didn't want to run the ball, where's your quick game? All those routes was long developing. We talking deep digs. We talking comeback routes. We talking go ball. We got a post here. We doing a flood concept over here. Bro, what happened to your mesh? What happened to a mesh concept? You know what I'm saying? It's like, what happened to your screen game? Let's get Kelsey out here on a tight end screen or a shovel pass. That worked for you in the past as a substitute for the run game. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? There's points there where there's Andy Reid or the OC where it just failed them. Like, hey, I think y'all sent the Chiefs offense out there with no real plan. And the only real plan you had to get yourself out of a deficit was
Patrick save me.
F it and chuck it. Which, towards the fourth quarter, that worked on a deep bomb to Xavier Worthy, but too little, too late. You know what I'm saying? After that, the game is long gone, and you can't expect that. It's like waiting on a 3-pointer in basketball. That's what you're waiting on.
It wasn't. Like I said, shout out to the Eagles defense. Like, that front four was my MVP. I knew Jalen was going to win it, but Sweat was my runner-up because he was unblockable. And the thing about it, though, that I knew it probably wasn't going to help them if they run the ball, it was no moves being made. They was literally just bull rushing and pushing them to the back, pushing them back into Patrick Mahomes. It wasn't like oh, we trying to get around the corner and like that. It was straight up low man throwing back into you. That's really what they did. You know,
and God bless. Was it Trey Smith? I think it was like the right tackle for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Or excuse me, guard. I think he was playing guard that game. Every time they'll send him on a pull, or they'll like slide protection somewhere. Bro, he was getting cracked. Was getting cracked. Whether it's Nolan Smith crashing down off the edge to stop a counter, or if they're doing a slide protection, Jalen Carter going full swim move on him, hitting him with a swim move. It's like, bro, you getting exposed out here. It was like really bully ball in the trenches. It was bully ball.
It was really bully ball. And then like they line on the flip side, y'all offensive line gave Jalen plenty of time. He was never really in a lot of pressure. And when he was, he handled it the way he should have. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not trying to bring up the quarterback. Jalen did with Lamar. I've been wanting Lamar to do sometimes. If it's not there, take off. And Jalen sat back there, found a hole, took off. Got his yards slid. Now, everything came easy to him in that game. You can tell the way he was playing. He was never under pressure. Second time I playing Patrick Mahomes, might I add. Second time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He did his thing. Made the throws need to be made. Didn't try to do too much. Run the ball when need to be ran. Never like got outside himself. Never. The moment wasn't too big. And on the other side, like you said, I give that to Kellen Moore. Like, still running the football. Still, like, Saquon still had 20 yards. And then, so, let me go ahead.
Is that my dog? Is that my dog? Is that my dog?
What's poppin', man? What's going on, fellas?
What you got, bro? Go ahead.
Speak to the people, Wibbs.
I ain't got too much, man. I just touched down in Philly. You feel me? We out here. We finna go up. You know what I'm saying? But we just out here just smoking on that Pat McCormick, my dog. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? We just smoking on that Pat. You feel me? Get that theme music going. Kansas City Chiefs, awesome.
All right. You on YouTube?
Hey,
we
man.
on the phone. We on YouTube.
Nah, man. They said Jalen couldn't do it. They said Jalen couldn't throw. You feel me? They said Jalen was washed.
Heavy on it.
It ain't even. I told you it wouldn't be no game, bro. I told y'all it's not gonna be a game by the fourth. It wasn't a game by the third. But that's just what we do, bro. You feel me?
Tell them about it, Wims. Tell them about it, Wims.
You know what I mean? Defense. I mean, bro, come on. You give it. They send they 6. We're just gonna give y'all 4. Stop that first. You feel me? They couldn't do that, bro. You know what I mean? They couldn't do that, bro. We didn't even. We blitzed once. We blitzed for once, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's end of the era for them boys. It's all good, man. And the end of the era for them boys, man.
Talk to him, Williams.
Hey, and Jalen is definitely top 5, bro. Jalen Hurts is top 5.
No pictures. We gonna get to it, bro. I got you on the pod. No pictures.
Oh, bro. Well, when the parade anyway?
Tomorrow morning.
Word. You know, you got it. You know what I'm saying? Be
It's
careful
cold.
out there in them streets. You know how y'all Philly fans be. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to go crazy tonight, nigga. What you mean? We're here for a good time, not a long time, brother. You know what I'm saying? That Vince Lombardi's back where it belongs, right here on Broad Street. You feel me?
Yeah, and my dog about to be out there in that shiesty. He about to be out there in that shiesty.
Ain't about to catch me slipping. Keep it on. You feel me? Keep it on.
I'm on the road by Friday. By Saturday, I'm on the road.
I feel you. What's up? I mean, hey, ain't nothing else to be said, man. I mean, it was a great game plan by both sides of the ball for the Eagles, and the Chiefs offense just didn't show up. Now, I know y'all Eagles fans, take your Eagles hat off. Was it a good Super Bowl? Like, what Super Bowl do you like? Do you like these type where it's like a dominant performance, even though it's a blowout, or would you rather have a close game? Because I don't mind a dominant performance.
If it's not, if I'm taking my Eagles hat off, nah, I would not have enjoyed this game.
Really?
Yeah, now because I wanted, right? It was 34-zip in the third quarter. Like let's say you're a casual, right? You only tuned in to see Kendrick Lamar, and he showed up, he dissed Drake on the biggest stage in football. Like, I get that. If I say, hey, I'm gonna stick around just a little bit more to see if this thing starts to get competitive. Once Devontae caught that bomb from Jalen, I'm watching something else, bro. If I was just a casual.
That's why I gotta take my hat off, like as a football person, because I like watching dominant, like that. I like watching a defensive one unit just dominate another unit, especially when it's in the trenches. It hit different when it's in the trenches, bro. Like my man, he had no time, none of the time. Every time he dropped back, it was 4 of them. It was like a meeting at the quarterback, bro. Yeah. It was a meeting at the quarterback, bro.
And I can't miss it. I gotta be on time.
Like it was like probably in there talking junk to each other, like, nah, it's my turn, yo. Nah, it's my turn to get off, bro. It's my turn, bro.
For real, man.
Bro.
Even Jordan Davis got into action, bro. He ain't even a pass rusher.
Hey, man, shout out Josh Sweat, man. 757 zone. You feel me? Out there doing
a couple of Virginia cats on that team. You had Josh Sweat, Arthur Smith.
Oh, real quick. Speaking of from the crib, my man EJ Jenkins from the Bird, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. He went to Chancellor High School. Shout out to him. He from the crib. Respect. You know what I'm saying? Turn up, bro. From the crib.
You know what you had? I think Mekhi Becton went to Highland Springs out of Richmond.
804 right there.
You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of 7-5 in the building. You know what I'm saying? A lot of VA in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Shout out to like that, but like I said, man. I mean, what else can we say about this game, bro? I mean, it was belt the ass. I don't know what else to say.
Belt the ass. Shout out, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my rookies. Shout out to Quinyon. Shout out to Jalen Hunt. You know what I'm saying?
Don't forget that man.
Shout out to Coop. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Coop. He got a pick 6 on Pat Mahomes on his birthday. That's lit.
You know what I'm saying? My man Coop.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out
to rookie, bro.
Man, gotta put some respect on his name as a coach, man.
Who?
You know,
Nick Sirianni?
Gotta put some respect on his name, man.
I mean, he's a Super Bowl champion. Y'all be ready to fire him in 2 years, though. No, y'all Eagles fans.
They was ready to fire after week 4.
Hey Williams, hey Williams, who they playing week 5? Because shit might be up for week 5 by next season. I don't know.
Hey, bro,
what is it? February? Yeah, by good September, y'all be ready to fire that man.
Yeah, hey bro,
y'all be ready to fire him, trade Jalen. Jalen Hurts, y'all be ready to do everything.
It was about to fire him without Devontae or AJ playing. I'm like, come on.
Yo, so one thing I need you to do when you see them at the parade, yo, when you see Dom, ask him what he do, bro.
I told you, bro. What was it? Chief of security, chief of operating staff. He got a few titles.
Hey, Wims, you better than me because Ant be like, hey, Kenny, like, what does Big Dom do? I'm like, exactly. Exactly. That's what he does.
Bro, it's crazy, dog. Like his title is like, it was like chief operating of coaching for game day or something. It was something crazy like that. I'm like,
it's not a title, bro.
My man don't miss no chance. Like that's the homie that like you just had like they're like, hey man, make sure you take your brother with you. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna be like, hey yo, this is my man's. Y'all gonna know this is my man's. I'm gonna be at every pit with the hat on, like
doing
I'm
numbers.
flying on the team flight.
And he doing his numbers, bro. You can't, you know what I'm saying?
Like,
I don't know.
Like, my man is always around Sirianni. Sirianni don't get a chance to kiss his wife without Dom there.
Hey,
kissing his wife and Dom like, hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, what did this man do?
Gotta have that security on you, man. You did.
Like,
you know, hey,
numbers, bro.
Here, you know what I'm saying? That's what we do, man. Y'all turn up, y'all got it. I'm finna get to it, man.
Yes, sir.
Fly Eagles
out there, bro.
All right, then.
All right, man.
Let's go, Wims.
Let's bring up some first. Now, two other things we can bring up that's happening this weekend. You know, I know the Super Bowl stuff. We did it. We talked about it. 40 minutes. We did it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's going to the Super Bowl celebration in Philly, hey man, be careful. Keep your head on the swivel. Also, if you go on the All-Star weekend that nobody's heard about, it's the quietest NBA All-Star weekend I've ever heard in my life. It's Thursday. How many commercials have you seen? None. Who's the 3-point shootout?
I don't know.
Or the slam dunk competition?
I got Google. I can use Google, but I have no clue.
Like it is crazy. Like
I don't know. I honestly can't tell you. All I know is them boys is out there in San Francisco, and who gives a damn? Because it's just like, I mean, bro.
It's like I'm like, what's happening out there in San Francisco? What's happening with this All-Star weekend? I've never heard a more quiet. I can't even tell you who's on the All-Star teams. I can't tell you what they're doing. The NBA got an issue, bro. The NBA got a popularity.
They going through something, bro, and it's obvious. It's obvious. So I think this year you got let's see, you got Jalen Brunson, Cade Cunningham, Darius Garland, Tyler Hero, Buddy Hield, Cameron Johnson, Dame Dollar, and Norman Powell.
It's not a bad 3-point. Who in slam dunk competition? It's not a bad 3-point lineup. I mean, I don't want to say none of them are knockdown shooters, but it is what it is.
All right, let's go to slam dunk contest. Let's see who we got there. All right, let's see. And the slam dunk contest, you have. All right, let's see. Of course, you got Mac McClung. He's back. You got, I might be saying his name wrong, Mattis Buzelis.
Who is that?
Hey, brother, moving right along. Stephon Castle.
Okay, that's the young bull that's the young bull from the what's his name? What's that place? The Spurs.
Yep. And then you got Andre Jackson Jr.
Yeah.
Milwaukee Bucks.
That's bad, dog. That's bad.
Would you like to hear the skills challenge?
No, I'm done. It's okay.
No, I got you, buddy. Here we go.
Nah.
All right.
Okay, let's talk about something that's way better for the weekend. And Matt's hold up, take this serious. 757 doing big things this weekend at Madison Square Garden. You know what I'm saying? Keyshawn fighting Dennis, what's his name? I don't care. I'm buying it. And it's a world championship fight too for the IBF.
Baranchyk. That's the Baranchyk fight this weekend.
Yeah, MSG. My man Keyshawn straight out of Norfolk, the 7'5". You know what I'm saying? Salute. I will be watching. It's on ESPN. It's gonna be on ESPN or ESPN Plus.
It will be on ESPN Plus.
ESPN Plus, but it's gonna be free though.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not free. You gotta have ESPN Plus.
Right.
Hey man, shout out to him. Shout out to that 757 prospect. I'm rooting for him. I think he's gonna get this dude up out of here. Championship fight, big test. A lot of animosity in this fight too. I mean, Keyshawn been touching the belt. I heard that the challenger sent bananas and watermelon to his room, to Keyshawn's room. So you know what that means. I ain't got to tell you. Yeah. It got dicey, and then he pushed him off the stage pushed Keyshawn off the stage at the weigh-in. I was like, yeah. So it's some animosity in this fight. If you haven't seen it, go on YouTube, go look it up. They've been talking crazy. Keyshawn been touching. You know it's bad. Let's touch his belt. Touch his belt before the fight. That's how confident he is. He tugging on his belt, touching his belt, rubbing it like, yo, this is mine. This is my belt on after Saturday. So, hey man,
if he's sending watermelon to his, that's
bananas
crazy.
And watermelon is nasty work, right? Bananas and watermelon to his room is nasty.
And
that's happening this weekend. Not too far from this week. Then March 1st. Don't tank.
We back to big time boxing. We back to big time boxing.
Yeah, so we got some fights coming up, but I have to talk about my man Keyshawn. I definitely will be there. Mad I didn't go to the one at the Scope. Should have been in there. Next time we fight again at the Scope, we got it. IDK Sports.
That's about to be an IDK.
And if he gets like a real, like a tank fight or like a big time Brian Gart, like somebody in like a big time pay-per-view fight, we're gonna be there. I don't care if it's in Vegas or whatever. We're gonna be there.
We gotta pull up for hometown talent. But this card isn't bad. Actually, now put my attention to it. You got Jared Anderson heavyweight fight with Mario Esquilas. This is his return since he got clobbered by Martin Bacol. You know what I'm saying? This is his first fight coming off of that. That BTA. You know what I'm saying? So this
got the young bull at Abdullah Mason. I need to see something. I need to see it. Because last fight I wasn't impressed.
I'm gonna
leave it at that.
He got that's why he got dropped, right? He got knocked down that last fight.
Knocked down. And the thing about him, that's the Abdullah Mason is a project. Kid is what, 17? Maybe 18. I don't think he's 18. But like not a lot of amateur fights. Went pro real early. This is and he has great talent. He has a lot of talent. Hopefully they did right by him and hope they set him up right. Because it's gonna take a longer time for him to be ready to get to the world championship level that everybody thinks he can be at. But I hope he don't take too many L or two before he gets to that moment and people give up on him. Because he's a young cat, ain't he?
Yeah, bro. He's looking at it now. He's 20 years old. He turns 21 in a couple months.
Yeah. So how many amateur fights they said he had?
I think it was about.
So did he go pro early? Did he turn pro?
He's already right. At 20 years old, he's already 16 fights in.
Yeah.
At 20.
And that's a lot. That's a lot considering his age. And that's a lot. He didn't have a lot of amateur fights though. He did not have a lot of amateur fights.
That's what I'm saying. So the fact that he's in the ring as frequent at that clip, he might have a longer run, like a longer, runway to where he started getting like championship
25 fights if I ever think about putting him in the ring.
Yeah, exactly. But he's already about to probably by the end of next year, he'll be looking at his 20th fight. His 20th pro fight.
And then like with him, with hardly having any amateur fight, I think he turned pro with like 18 or 17, something like that.
Yeah.
he needs more fights. Like I would be nervous right now to even put him in there with a gatekeeper.
I would be nervous.
And that's crazy to somebody that got 16 fights in to put him in there with a gatekeeper. Because you just haven't seen enough. Like you haven't done the tournaments. You haven't done the go like getting amateur fights in there. But I know people don't care about the Olympics. But you're gonna be fighting jokers from DR, Mexico, other places that got like 100 amateur fights. Jokers working. And if you hardly have any, I need you to build up that confidence. Like, I think the last fight, he got knocked down. He was real confident in his skills, which he should be. He's very, very talented. But at the same time, he got knocked down, got humbled a little bit. Now I expect a dominant performance. Now I expect you to be smart and be dominant. You know what I'm saying? I don't expect you to come out the same way you did. I can still be dominant, but how can I be dominant and be smart and not get put on the canvas?
Yeah, no, for sure. He still has like to your point, he hasn't seen every style of boxing, or he hasn't even scratched the surface of fighting the game or having to play the fight out upstairs yet. Mm-hmm. And that's just mentally. He damn sure ain't there physically. You know what I'm saying? Not saying nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying?
He got the talent, though. He got the
talent. Oh yeah, talent through the roof. But
Floyd, like I see next, not like I don't like to compare people to Floyd, but I see next great in him. Like he has with like some of the he got good defense, but he got to use it. But if you fight the scrubs, you don't got to use defense,
right?
Because I'm not fearful of your power, and I know you can't hit me. You know what I'm saying? Got good hand speed, powerful. Can put you on the canvas at that weight class. Can really put you out of here. But he has to have enough fights to be ready to put him in there with like a gatekeeper though.
That'll make me too nervous. But also with this trajectory of where he's like kind of flowing his career, I prefer this kind of management. Aside from him not having enough amateur fights, I prefer this style of management of a fighter as opposed to like a Rolly or something like where you're like 12, or even who just got done talking about David Morrell at like 12, 14, 15 fights. Let's go ahead and throw him in here with one of the elite. Nah, man, like let's do the undercard circuit up to, I say you said 25. I probably do at 20 years old, I probably do it up to 30 till he's at 30 fights. And then I'll start talking about gatekeepers.
Yeah.
You need to see the game a little bit. You need to see what's out there a little bit.
He's still been fighting like what 8-round fight. I think last fight was 6 rounds.
Yeah,
like 10-round fights.
Again, physically, you're not even there yet. You're not even developed for that type of fight yet. You not only just in endurance, but physically as well. You haven't even gotten to what your true strength is. You got that punching power now, which is like I said, he got talent through the roof, but you haven't even really developed into what your true strength is. You know what I mean?
I just hope they don't do what they did to Rolly, bro. Like I know people don't like Rolly, but Rolly could have been the big bully at that weight. Was it lightweight or like was it? What Rolly you fight at? Lightweight?
Yeah, he was at 130, 135.
Lightweight.
Yeah.
He could be the bully at that weight. He could be the scary joker at that weight class if they did him right. Because he has power. I mean, like Tank, he don't got power like Tank, but Rolly can get you out of here if he needs to. He did it with the earlier fights, but I think they put him up. Now they about to put him up against Ryan Garcia. The management is they money chasing. I get it,
bro.
But
just like that,
he was talented enough to be. He was talented enough to be a contender more than he is. Yeah. I mean, he can sell a fight. He gonna sell the fight. That's why people don't want to fight. We gonna sell the fight. But that Tank fight was way too early.
And we're only talking about in a span of what, 3 years, just like that. You're now waiting by the door. You don't know if you'll ever get a title shot again. You're just waiting. The rest of your career will just be spent waiting by the door. Yeah. Just because they spent to compete.
And then, like I said, like I hope, like, and they didn't do him like Barrios. Like Barrios had them 2 tough fights. Now look at Barrios kind of making the way for himself in welter. Back a champ, he's a champion now.
147, yeah,
He
147.
looks better. He still got that funny style of fighting, but he still is winning fights. You know what I'm saying? He's still a champion. Still got his name in the hat. You know what I'm saying? If Rolly loses to Ryan Garcia, it's over. If they fight and he lose, get him out of here. You know, the other person talking about get him out of here, Jared Anderson. Again, ton of talent. For as big as he is, athletic as shit. Got to be smart. Got to be smart.
Yeah.
Use your power. And again, we saw his early fights. He was playing around. You can't play around in them early fights. If you can get somebody out of there, do your work, get them out of there. Don't play with folk. Don't be scared. You know what I'm saying? You used to remember one fight, he was like, yo, put him away. Like, he wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? And then you went up there with the big dogs in heavyweight and got put on your ass. You know what I'm saying? Use them early fights. Don't just use them like, oh, I'm just dominating. No, use them fights to get you ready for when you see the big, what's that Chinese dude name? Big Zhao or whatever his name is. And then, or when you see Daniel DeBose, ain't he the champion right now? I don't know. Somebody. I can't think of who the head.
I see what you're saying.
But when you see them guys that really got that one-hit power, them gatekeepers that really can get you out of here, now you done seen some stuff. Get your work in. And that's why I think a lot of young cats early in their career that we used to seeing, like with the Eric getting his work in early. Crawford got his work in. So when you got ready to time, when it's time to become champion, you already done put the work in. Like you not just like, oh, I'm winning the fight, so what does it matter? No, it's a way you should be winning the fights.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I like how Keyshawn does. Keyshawn fought that bigger man his last fight. Dude that made weight, still got him out of here. This fight, still get this dude out of here. Not saying he no scrub, he no champion, but what the time I think Keyshawn got, do your work, get him out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't play around with it. Like, really go into this fight with like a professional mindset. And I think that's what's missing with some of these young cats in boxing because the money is flowing. You know what I'm saying? That ain't big money, but like you like 16, like Abdul and Mason, what this early fights, they'll probably get about what, maybe 100 for this fight. Probably he done got 100 at the fourth fight, making $500,000 a year at 20 years old. It's a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. This gets more and more as more you go up. There's no reason why Jared Anderson shouldn't be the co-main of this fight. He's not. When you go to be the next American hope for heavyweight.
Yeah. I mean, to keep things in perspective, right? When it comes in terms of Jared Anderson, he has one L on his record. It was an early L in his career. There's still time for him to make it back. Now, the way he lost is kind of deflating. Yeah, the way he lost is deflating, but that also has to do with mentality, as you said. But again, hopefully with that comes some type of humbling. And you really like start, okay, let me dig deeper into my craft. Let me really take this serious. And you will know all about that within the first 2 rounds. You know what I mean? Like, I still think, even with after that one loss to Mark McCall, I still think you are uberly talented, but you got to take the game serious. Boxing is unlike any other in the fact that you are alone in that sport.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? So that mindset, you know, I trust me, I love football to death. You know, love every other sport out there, basketball, but boxing just separates itself as far as having that competitive edge upstairs first. Because if you had that mentality, oh, like, man, this guy's a scrub, like how, or you just think this is just another run-of-the-mill guy when you step into that ring, you can get your clock clean, bro. And now you learn that. So again, I know in the heavyweight division, you can't fight at the same clip that like an Abdullah Mason may do, or what's some other younger guys we mentioned, or like Keyshawn.
Well, Keyshawn now is probably fighting 3 fights a year, but like you saying, like Abdullah Mason might fight 4 times a year.
Yeah, you probably can't fight at that clip just because, you know, body recovery at that weight class is a little bit different, but take it serious. Like Ant said, like, yo, take this serious, bro. Take it serious. You know what I mean? Not just like, you know, I'm waiting for the big shot, I'm waiting for a highlight to put on social media. Nah, but it's not how fights are won. Even if you was to look at just because you see Gervonta Davis and that's his track record for becoming a superstar in the sport, you know, he has that knockout power, but also like when it's not like he's knocking guys out within 5 rounds. It may happen the 7th round. It may happen the 9th. That Barrios fight when he went up to 140, that happened at what, round 11. You know what I mean? So like,
and then like Jared, Deontay Wilder, you can say Deontay Wilder didn't learn how to box, but early in he was getting out of here. Like it just came to a point where his power and that one punch became so much that it didn't help him against the elite. But them early fights, 1 round, 2 rounds, 3 rounds, and get out of here. So like you're not doing that, and I think you got the talent to box and stuff like that. You got the talent. Do your work. You know what I'm saying? Put the work in so you're ready. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying with that. You heard that Ngannou might take Canelo's spot and make his trip to America? The Canelo Crawford spot and and come to Vegas?
I would love to see it. Now who's he? Now you gotta have somebody here waiting for him. Don't put no scrub in that main card slot. I mean, don't put no scrub up there.
Yeah, we can see. I don't know. I don't know who's gonna want to fight him because Fulton just won at Super Bantam. Or that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I especially off his last performance after Kuba. I mean, I keep wanting to call him Kuba. After Scooter's last performance, it's enough to run it. Well, I would think to run it back.
I gotta get some more fights in. I'll get some more fights in. You're talking about it's only 2 fights in between that. I just want the belt back. Let me go get some more belts.
Anyway, he is who he is, bro. Like that ain't gonna change just because you put a couple fights in between. He is what he is. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that he's just touching American soil, all he gonna do is keep going. There ain't no stopping that. So you either gonna go in there and get your lick back, or you just gonna nah, man. I mean, I tried.
Would you fight him again?
You said what?
Would you fight him again if you was the Scooter? Exactly.
That boy Trigger.
Shit, I wouldn't fight that motherfucker again. I ain't even gonna hold you. I would not fight that motherfucker again.
Or you say, hey man, you done did what you had to do. Cause go ahead and concede your belt in since you want to be a bitch. But if you know what I'm saying. But or tell somebody from 130 to come see him. I don't know, but y'all either gonna roll or get rolled over.
That's a fact, man. Yo, man. So shout out to the Eagles. Super Bowl parade. If you there, Philly. I'm
sorry.
If you going to the game, you know what I'm saying? I mean, going to not the game, going to the parade. You know what I'm saying? Be careful out there, Philly. You know what I'm saying? You know how y'all fans get.
Hey man, hey, don't let this man rain on your parade. Tear the city up.
Nah, bro.
Tear the city up.
Hey, bro. People still gotta live there. Like you I live here. You don't.
Yo, the fact that is something that they don't talk about. People flying in all this all for tomorrow. Trust for a fact they are on a red eye tomorrow. They going back home. Exactly. They going to come in there and tear your city up and leave.
Yeah, man.
Let them folks come in and tear your house up. But hey, while y'all there, have a good time, bro.
Yeah, man.
Have a good time.
And to all my brothers out there, got a special person. It is Valentine's Day. If you forgot, Walgreens and CVS is always open, man. Some of them are 24 hours, man. You never go wrong with some cards, some candy.
You know what I'm saying?
Get you a bear.
Just say get you a little $7 bear. You be in there.
You know what I'm saying? Write a cute little note on there. Nobody like handmade gifts. I don't care what nobody say. They don't like handmade gifts. You know what I'm saying? Women, hey man, that little thing ain't a gift, yo. But you've been together for a minute.
We about to go into a whole nother hour. we about to have a whole nother hour on here.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to keep it a buck. If you've been together for a minute, that little thing ain't no gift. I I like chocolate too. You know what I'm saying? I like Kit Kat.
That boy said, hey, take me out sometime. Take me out
You know
sometime.
what I'm saying? Like, don't be like, I done got like, the Pandora bracelet. I done gave you the candy, you know what I'm saying, the flower. Here you come like, are you ready for your gift? I'll walk out and take my shit with me.
Hey, they call you in there like it's time for a dog to eat. Hey, your meal, hey, your food
But
ready.
you say is it the same shit I got yesterday? Now I'm wrong. Now you being weird to me. now you being weird to me. Like I said,
hey, dang, you ain't even gonna dress it up for me this time? That's crazy. I'm gonna catch you.
Just straight out the shower with
lotion, bonnet, yeah.
And the bonnet and towel. Like, what's up? What you mean? Yeah. What's up? Like, now I want a gift, yo. Go to CVS. They still open.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? And then like, you know what I'm saying? If all my women that get gifts on Saturday and keep it G, salute. You know who you are.
That boy pod today. I said, hey brother, if you want to do a whole other hour, we can do it.
I mean, if you get your gift on Saturday, be cool with it, and you keep it P. Hey, salute for you. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that. I'm a married man, but
I'm about to say, since we talking cash money, you know what I'm saying? If you about that life, go ahead and put a ring on it. I did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I did.
A Valentine's Day ring. You know what I'm saying? That gotta happen on Friday, not Saturday though.
Nah, not on Saturday. Not that.
I ain't gonna lie though. I'm a nigga that I actually do like Kit Kats and Reese's. I do be in that Saturday, not for women, but for myself. That candy be like 75% off. Candy do. Yo, Hallmark. We gonna pot a little bit. Hallmark. So like we done with the sports section. We came from the sports. Appreciate you every Thursday.
right. Let's get to it.
9:30. Right here on the YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Catch us every Monday, 5 p.m. YouTube, wherever you get your podcast platform. This is your spot to talk premier sports with the average guys. All right, now that I got that out the way, a little mess though.
Let's go.
Yo, why Hallmark messy, bro? They got work husband and work wife cards. That's nasty. That's nasty.
The way violence in the workplace is about to go up. The crime rate in the workplace is about to go up. Because why are you playing with me? And why you spraying your car with perfume before you go to work? Yo, don't play with me. don't play with his life like that. Because both of y'all, they gonna about to be hiring for 2 people by Monday. Don't play with me.
Hey, but nah, like I saw that somebody put that on, like I saw it on TikTok. We had like work wife, work husband. Like that's a car, Hallmark. Not Hallmark did. Like what you being messy for? Like that's crazy. That's nasty too. Like a card.
Yeah, I never been the one. I don't even like the Secret Santa during the Christmas season, so I damn sure ain't about liking like the workplace sweetheart give or.
I mean, you can't give somebody like a candy, like Happy Valentine's Day, like a box of candy.
Yeah, I was about to say like I know in some offices they do like a workplace sweetheart gift. It's like a sweetheart gift in the workplace, but the hell, who you think I am? Like, bro, what? And plus, what are you insinuating? And what are you trying to tell me? And how much time did you put into making this man's gift? Because see, if I start to think about it,
it gotta come quick. It gotta be like a box of candy with something on like a small box. Only 6 pieces of chocolate in it, and they all nasty. 2 coconut and 1 is like a cherry.
Oh no, it definitely can't be like, I know this is your favorite candy. Like it can't be like
no.
Like I see you have this at your desk, and I just thought.
And do you have to ask like your partner to be a Valentine's? Like if Tangie asked me, yo, you asked me to be a Valentine, nigga, don't piss me off. Don't piss me off.
Well, hey brother, I am guilty. I fell victim to it just recently. My fiance was like, my fiance was like, I was like, yeah, you know what next week is. Ha, ha, ha. She was like, oh, what you talking about? You didn't ask me to be your Valentine. I was like, have you seen your hand? have you
Exactly. So like, who else is gonna
finger
be the
lately?
Valentine? Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, I don't get it. I ain't get it. I don't like it. But you know, it's a battle that I ain't willing to like. You know, a hill I ain't want to die. Let's put it that way. It's a
Hey,
hill
bro,
I'm not willing to die on.
we should talk about, like, it's not for this pod, but we should definitely start a discussion about women just making up holidays. It's a thing.
This boy trying to. You must be trying to get the ratings up. But no. Valentine's Day. What is it? Talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? I don't celebrate paganism, but if you like to,
but nah, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody, man. Have a safe whatever you do this weekend. You know what I'm saying? If you are having that special someone, salute to y'all. Happy Valentine's Day. Hope you get everything you want or not. You know what I'm saying?
question.
Yeah.
Question. And this is a little bit messy, and we probably definitely passed the time we should have logged off. Side chicks. Side chick Saturday.
Friday is not your day.
Don't start getting mad on the socials on Saturday.
Why would they get mad Saturday? Saturday, that's their time.
All right. If you really want to say what their time is, I think Valentine's Day. I think if you talk about women-made holidays, I think Valentine's Day is a more glorified side chick day. But I digress.
Nah, man. Friday, you know, you gotta take care of man. When do you get a side chick for Valentine's Day?
I wouldn't know because I'm happy in my relationship.
Maybe one day we should have somebody know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. You know, in the comments, y'all put it in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. No, I'm not getting myself in trouble. So we gonna get up out of here. Like I said, catch us every Thursday right here, 9:30 on YouTube, live podcast. Let's talk about it. And every Monday at 5 p.m. right here on YouTube and all your podcast platforms. You get the best spot to talk sports with the average guys. My name is Anthony. My man Kenny with us. You can follow us on our socials at IDK Sports, or you can follow me at IDK and follow my man Kenny at Finesse on the Gram, and then IDK and or IDK Kenny on TikTok, or follow the page on TikTok. We got stuff out there. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. Until next time.
Okay.
I'll